Welcome back to our show within a show, and this is called At Home in the Hills of Kingswood, which is where I am today with my partner on camera, John Zazelka, one of the developers here at the Hills of Kingswood. And once in a blue moon, you come across somebody who really makes a great partner. And John, that has been the Hills of Kingswood for us. So on this weekend before Thanksgiving, I just want to say thank you to you guys for bringing us into this amazing development. What was it, 2.5 years ago, you and I drove around on this property and there was next to nothing here. And now, how do you feel when you look around?
Well, Jocelyn, we're standing in a house that's going to be a multi-million-dollar house, sitting on top of a 60-foot cliff. And it's just wonderful to see coming together as I envisioned it almost 10 years ago.
Wow.
So these projects are not easy to do, but they are so much fun. Thank you.
And we can get a great viewpoint of everything that's going on out here in the 360.
And here I am standing in the big house. As we mentioned earlier, this is a Philip Carter home, and it is a spectacular home. One is now finished beyond this one, and another one is underway. And next to the Philip Carter home is the Ron Davis home, which now has a beautiful roof on it. The stonework is going up on it, and it's looking fantastic. Right across from the Ron Davis house is Shelley Reynolds, who has been working on a wonderful home. It's a walkout home. It has a basement, full basement walking out onto a wonderful 33-acre park. And it is now at the point where Pool Stop is going to start construction on a wonderful swimming pool at the lower level. And something new in our 360, as we call it, we have a new builder, Carterra Custom Homes, and they're going to be doing a new product. It's a California style, almost a new traditional. It's going to be 41 special homes that they could be used as a lock and leave. The lots are a little smaller than the ones we're standing on at the moment, and it's a whole lovely new segment that we're looking forward to. And the property itself is very close to our lake. We built a 3.5-acre lake that supplies all the water needs for all the common areas in the Hills of Kingswood, and it's directly across the street from the lake, and it's going to fit in beautifully with the existing homes that have been built there by Grand and by Ashton Woods Homes.
You know, we have a new addition now to our show home lineup. Right next door to Ron Davis is another Philip Carter Christian Homes project, and we welcome it to be part of our show home lineup. Christian Custom Homes is in the process of creating a spectacular modern transitional of 7,000 square feet on 3/4 of an acre. It's a true California custom. Polished Oklahoma stone on the exterior and storefront glass throughout. The wood floors are custom hand-hewn cross-cut from the Amish in Pennsylvania. 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, and 2 half baths. And then what I call the Philip Carter touches, a see-through fireplace to the outside. Award-winning designed hot tub and pool with fire bowls and water features. A spa shower in the master bath that's all digital. And a media game room with retractable corner doors that have no center beams, and it leaves the space completely open. Christian Custom Homes, welcome to our show home lineup. I do love his homes. I can't wait to see that one finished. We have been very blessed with our developer, the builders we've had on the show, and certainly the individual vendors who put together all the pieces that make a home complete. Here's a montage of some of our favorites over the past year.
Well, back in 1973, my grandfather, Jim Davis, founded Capital Distributing, and it started out originally as just very basic appliances and what we would call just shipping boxes, kind of a boring business to be in. So when my dad took over the business, he really had more of a passion for creating beautiful kitchens, really creating spaces that people lived in and loved. And so that's kind of the vision, what created where we're at now, and creating the vignettes that we have in our showroom. So as you come through and you shop, you can visualize what a product might look like in your home and how you might be able to use it.
You know, Chris, I'm so glad you got a chance to meet and come out here to our model. I wish we could have had a safe room in here.
Well, we still have the opportunity to have one because we can retrofit any room in the house, closets, under the stairs, or even a supply area outside in the garage.
I didn't know that. That much flexibility?
You bet.
I can't wait till we get over to the Hills of Kingswood where we have our showcase homes. The Lone Star Safe Room is going to be doing our first one in our showcase home.
I've taken a look at the plans there. You've got a lot of great options there. I can't wait either.
It's going to be great.
Josh Chandler, how
Hey,
are
Shelly,
you?
how
Good
are
to
you?
see you.
Good to see you. You know what sets us apart from our competitors? Well, there's several things. One, we buy high quality materials. Two, our craftsmen are professionals. They're very good at what they do. And three, and one of the most important things is the state-of-the-art equipment that we buy that's available today. It cuts all of our material precisely, and it makes a huge difference in the final product. We have CNC routers. A CNC router is a point-to-point cut machine that talks back and forth with our computer system. So we basically draw something on CAD, we shoot the information to the machine, and it cuts the material precisely what we drew. With a CNC machine, there's really no possible way of error. If there's error, it's human error. And typically in the CAD side of when we're drawing the cabinet, once we draw the cabinet and it's perfected, the machine is very precise.
Hi, I'm Josh Sandler with Gold Medal Pools here in Frisco, Texas. My family's been building in this market for going on 5 decades. I'm the second generation. Really, the sky's the limit when it comes to designing your backyard, whether it's building a simple outdoor living component to building a totally decked out, amazing environment. Now people are wanting to have more of an experience outside. The pool being an important component of it, but the outdoor cooking, the outdoor living rooms, the usable areas around the space to where you're actually able to use your swimming pool when you're not swimming. You're actually able to use it year-round. So as opposed to just having this large pool with a great big diving board, we're now able to use it year-round. You're able to go outside and mom and dad's able to cook breakfast while the kids sit outside on a sofa and watch TV or watch cartoons.
Smart Systems is an automation company that works in the residential area in the DFW market. And we've been doing this work for about 15 years now. One of our challenges and something that we work very hard on is staying up with the technology, because technology is changing so rapidly. It's a big focus of ours to keep up with the current trends. Some of the other things we do, in addition to automation, we do custom theaters. One main feature of this theater that I think is really important for people to understand is available to them is we do not just a standard HD shape screen, but we do a 235 shape screen, which is a different aspect ratio that's 33% wider than the standard high definition screen. It's the same aspect ratio that you would see in a movie theater. It's different than just coming to a standard home theater shape screen. And I think that's very important to be more involved and more like a theater experience.
With me is Jay Douglas, or Douglas Bradford as he's known. And Douglas, how long have you been here and what's the story behind?
We opened our doors in 1989, and this past July we celebrated our 27th anniversary here in the same location.
Now, one of the things I think it's important to mention is this is not just a furniture store.
No, and I really don't consider it a furniture store. Our service here is much more personalized, almost a concierge type service, if you will. You know, we work on all different types of budgets. We may have a $2,500 bed on our floor. We may have a $12,000 bed on our floor. So it's all tailored to each individual customer.
And yet each price point has that J. Douglas touch.
It does, and then when you shop here with us, you'll be working with me, which is a nice plus, I think, too, to be able to work with the owner.
How do you think you're going to blend with the Ron Davis home in the Hills of Kingswood?
I think it's going to be a wonderful mix for both of us. The house is incredible, and our product will fit into that house just perfect. It's one of those houses that can really go so many different ways. I call it kind of a modern transitional. It's a style that's very popular in the market right now, so we're really excited here at J. Douglas to be a part of it.
And John, we're thankful for each and every one of those vendors, aren't we?
Yes, we are, Jocelyn. Very thankful. Thanks to everyone who took part in the show with us over the past 2 years.
So what are you doing for Thanksgiving, speaking of thankful?
Well, Thanksgiving, I'm very thankful to have a 4-year-old granddaughter and a granddaughter almost here. She'll be here in a month.
Oh, wow.
And so we're going to Fredericksburg to celebrate as a family. They live in San Antonio, so we're meeting halfway.
Yeah.
And looking forward to not just turkey, but also the celebration of having
a new
one
baby.
new member of the family.
And I'll be headed to Hot Springs to our lake house on Lake Hamilton. My whole family's coming in, so I think we need to wish one another and all of you who will be traveling safe travels. We're at home here in the Hills of Kingswood. We think you should be too. We'll see you next time. Thanks, John.